guys? This is T3 Collects, back with the Marvel Legends series Build-A-Figure build for Executioner from The Wave, which you see behind you, Wolverine, World War II, Logan, Iron Man, Mark 72, Dark Avenger, Spider-Man, Warbow, World of Night, Enchantress, and Phantom Rider. I have done a review for each one of these figures, so go watch those. And now we're going to build the Build-A-Figure for this wave, which is Executioner. So we have everything right in front of you for Executioner. So we're going to go ahead and get him built. So here is his body, which came with Enchantress. So now we're going to get one leg, which I believe is this one. If I can remember correctly, does it tell you right or left? That's going to be this leg. I'm going to peg that in there. Is that in? That's in. Peg that one in. There's no pop, so it's hard to tell if he's in or not. So there we go. Let's get his arm in. So that is in. Now we got to get this arm in. So not bad, pretty freaking easy so far. And now we get the head. That's where this peg is so tiny, and then the peg hole. So dang. Come on. There we go. He's in there. We got his head on. Yeah, no problems. So Executioner comes with what he should, his axe. And then he comes with 2 extra hands. So he has fists that come on the arms out of the package, and then he comes with the extra hands. So let's back him up a little bit. And I mean, one fist, I should say, and he has one hand that he can hold the axe, is what I meant to say. But I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty freaking cool. Could they have done this as a regular figure? Possible. I don't see anyone buying this as a deluxe figure, which, you know, Hasbro will do down the line, is release this in like 2 or 3 years as a deluxe figure with probably another head sculpt, more hands, who knows, a different paint scheme, who knows. But that is a Hasbro MO. But here he is. This is actually pretty damn freaking cool. This is all, I believe, an all new body mold. It has to be. I've never seen these arms, so no double jointed because he's got big ass muscles. Single joint, 90-degree, and he popped off. Probably because I didn't have it in all the way. All right, let's hope that is in all the way. So bicep swivel. Big giant bicep. You get 90 degrees at the elbow, and wrist does swivel all the way around. And there's a hinge. It does hinge. It's a little tight. Head does move back and forth all the way around. He can look up that far. He can look down that far. There is a upper pivot right here, and let's see, he doesn't have very much range as far as moving right or left, so that kind of sucks, but that's what you kind of expect from this big ass dude. You got upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees. You got boot cut, no boot cut. You got ankle pivot. They do go back and forth. Peg holes at the bottom, which are very freaking tiny. And Make sure I get that on there all the way. But this guy's a big boy, and he is actually pretty freaking cool. Now, let's get his axe in his hand so he can look his part from the comics. Let's see. Holy moly. His hand needs to be probably heated up a little bit. But we got it. We got it. There he is. There you go. There is Executioner. That is actually pretty fucking cool. Sorry for the language, but yeah, he looks freaking badass. Absolutely love it. As much as this wave may have gotten some hate, I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was a decent wave when they announced it. Now, having them and done all the reviews, I can tell you which one's my favorite, which my least favorite. So we're going to put Executioner to the side right here. So, this wave, I was very ecstatic for because we were getting Warbow to go with Crystar. So, I figured he was to be my number one. Lo and behold, the surprise out of this wave, for me, this is just my opinion. Your opinion may differ on this wave. You may get the whole wave. You may get select figures. You may not get any of the figures. But the Wolverine by far surprised me the most. So he is my number one out of this wave. Number two is going to be Warbow. And then I would say Phantom Rider. Enchantress would be, I don't know, maybe Dark Avenger, Spider-Man, Enchantress, and then Iron Man. I'm not 100% sure, but let me think. So Wolverine's my number one, for sure. Warbow is my number two. I'd probably have to say Dark Avengers, Spider-Man number three, Phantom Rider, Enchantress, Iron Man Mark 72, then Werewolf by Night being my least favorite, which is the one that I was really hyped for. They just really, I don't know, they lost it on that one. It's a reuse of the Jackal body on parts, new head sculpt, which is great. They could have gave him another head sculpt, more hands. I think that would have maybe ranked him a little higher. Maybe I've done a whole new body mold, pinless instead of pinned. But he just is a lackluster figure for me. It is good to have a werewolf in the Marvel Legends universe, so I will give him that. But he's my lowest ranking. Iron Man Mark 72. Actually, it's a surprise as well. But we have a lot of Iron Mans. I know they have to have an Iron Man and a Spider-Man in at least one of the waves. We got both, so, take it as it is. But this is the Dark Avenger Spider-Man, so 6-arm, pretty damn cool. But yes, Wolverine, Warbow, Dark Avenger Spider-Man, Phantom Rider, Enchantress, Iron Man Mark 72, Werewolf by Night. That's my ranking for this Marvel Comics wave, with your Build-A-Figure being Executioner, who turned out to be pretty freaking awesome. I'm very impressed with this Build-A-Figure, and I wish there was a little bit better articulation here in his chest, and they would have gave him a diaphragm and some more movement that would have been better. I understand the elbows. I know there's nothing you can do with a lot of these bigger characters with big bulky arms. It's hard to do double jointed, so I get that. I will not knock them on that. Overall design, I think he looks great. Colors look good. He is the classic Executioner that I remember. The freaking giant axe is sick. Works well. I mean, look at him. He looks freaking badass. He got 2 extra hands, which is good. He does articulate in the legs and the knees really well. Arms do pretty dang well. There is no butterfly because he's just big, which, like I said, it's a given. You're going to get that with bigger, bulkier figures. You're not going to get the butterfly. But do you really need it? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below. what you think of this wave, what you think of the Build-A-Figure. Is this a wave you want to get for the Build-A-Figure? Do you care about the execution of Build-A-Figure? I think it's definitely needed for the Thor Marvel Legends. It's definitely had to happen. He does go along really well with Enchantress, so it kind of just pans out. And yeah, it's not actually a bad Build-A-Figure. There's just a few things that would have done a little bit different, especially in the abdomen and the chest, that would have given him more articulation, range of motion. And that would be really the only knock, because I already know you can't do double-jointed pinless elbows with big, bulky, muscular guys. So it just knew it wasn't going to happen. But overall, this is really nice. I really like this wave. So yeah, that Executioner is a surprise. It's pretty, dude, I don't know. This might be one of my favorite Build-A-Figures that they've done in a long, long time. So, I mean, you can probably get this dude in cool-ass poses. I mean, look, that looks freaking badass. But there you go. That's my review of the Executioner. We build him. Now, let's get all the other figures out. I'm not going to pull out any of the accessories. So we got Warbow, which, like, if you see all my review, you know why I like this one. I used to have the 3 3/4 inch Remco version back in like 1982 or 83. So that has a lot of nostalgia for me. This Iron Man right here, overall, cool. But I'm just kind of getting sick and tired of Iron Man's. The suit's cool. The colors are nice. Does not articulate well. But whatever. Enchantress. She is one that we definitely needed a new body. We needed this. We needed this. Let's just say that. We definitely needed a new Enchantress. I wish they would have put her on the Black Widow body. That way she would have had more and better articulation. But overall, I do like her. The sucky thing is she doesn't stand because of the heels. And she has, I wouldn't say thin ankles. It's just the heels just suck. So if there's a way they could fix that, that would be freaking awesome. We got our Stark Avenger Spider-Man, which overall that ended up being a pretty cool figure. I think his legs are too thin. That's probably the only knock I'm going to have on this. If I can get him posed up correctly. Let's see. Let's get him. Could be the freaking ankle. There's that. We've got Phantom Rider, which actually was kind of a surprise. As basic as he looks, he's actually pretty freaking cool. So Phantom Rider. And then my favorite is the World War II Logan, which I thought initially I was like super excited for this figure because it's just something different. We just never got this version, and he ended up being my favorite, which I was not expecting at all. So there you go. There's the full wave of the 2025 comic book Build-A-Figure wave. Hopefully they can top this one for 2026. I'm excited to see what the Marvel Legends team does in 2026. I know we're getting a Spider-Man retro-carded wave, which I'm excited for. A new Spider-Man 2099. Hypno, Hustler, the Owl. Just like banger after banger. At CCXP, they just announced the McFarlane version of Lizard from Spider-Man issue number 2. That thing looks freaking sick. Oh my god, I'll probably buy 2 of that. That thing looks so freaking badass. We're getting She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk, which is pretty damn cool. We're getting A-list Amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home with a whole new paint scheme, which looks great. Don't need it. Probably gonna buy it. Probably going to wait for clearance on that one. And we're getting an Iron Man from Iron Man 3 for A-list. So those will be the two new figures you'll see at every Target and Walmart. So those will just be peg warming pretty much all year round until they have the second series of A-list. And what else are they coming out with? There's going to be a lot. They tease stuff at Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. There's the new Maximum series, which is a rumor of Thor and possibly a Punisher mech or War Machine. I don't necessarily think we need another War Machine, let alone a Maximum series. A Thor would be definitely good, hopefully with a cloth cape with wire, bendy wire, which would be awesome. But yeah, that is the 2025 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure comic book wave. Let me know what you guys think below. Which one of these is your favorite? Which one do you not like? What's the one that you least like? Which one do you think looks the best? Which one do you feel like was needed? Which one do you think wasn't needed? Let me know down below, and let me know what you think of the Executioner Build-A-Figure. I think he's pretty dope, especially for the Thor Asgard characters. It's definitely something needed, and the new Enchantress is pretty cool. Just wish they would have used her on the Black Widow body, which would have been so much better. But there you go. That's my review of Executioner and the full wave. My favorite, my least favorite. Again, I appreciate you guys for watching the reviews. I don't do these very often, but I'm going to start doing more reviews more often. And you guys know me. I am a huge Marvel Legends fan. I'm going to call it as I see it. I'm going to say things I don't like. I'm going to tell you the things I do like. That's just how I am. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything when it comes to Marvel Legends, because I feel like Dwight and Dan and their team need to hear these things, the gripes, and they're all criticisms that are, in my opinion, legit, that we will have in the Marvel Legends community. So voice your opinion. Don't be rude to them. Be nice. Just let them know what you do and don't like. That's literally what I'm saying. And to all the people that hate on other Marvel Legends collectors, sorry that you're just so miserable in your life that you have to talk shit about other people. But, you know, that's the name of the game. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the comments, the likes, and the views. It's been amazing. So I will have another video after this. This will be not my top 10 Marvel Legends 2025. I already did that. So thanks for watching and commenting. It'll be more of a runner-up, what was going to hit in my top 10 until the ones I put in my top 10 became my top 10. So I'll have that out probably next week. So look out for that. Again, thanks for watching. And you can order this whole wave at gonewmeta.com. You can get 10% off the entire wave if you want it. And you'll get free shipping because it's going to be over $100. And make sure you go follow Go New Meta on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.